Nah, they ain't hitting on nothing. Hey, real talk, they ain't hitting on nothing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I done seen way.
Bienvenidos, a lifestyle of smiles, the exhilarating YouTube journey of a daring American father who's made the leap to start anew in the Dominican Republic. Dive into a world where cultures collide as he explores the rhythm of island life, learns the language, aprendiendo español, and embraces the thrilling dating scene. From the lively calles of Santo Domingo to the tranquil playas, every episode is an adventure. Join Dia for fiestas, sabrosa, comida, and genuine insight into
What up? What up? Shoot, it's a little echo. I'm sweating like it ain't no tomorrow because I had to go do some walking and come back to my new apartment. So I just got me a new crib, and I'm excited, man. I don't have anything in it yet. Hold on, let me show y'all around. Hold on. Sure, I don't know how to do it. Anyways, but yeah, I just got a new crib. Just signed the lease and everything with the owner, and it's alright. It's alright. I ain't got no furniture, nothing in here, but everything is cool. I gotta go get the lights turned on, and I got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, kitchen, dining room area. It's another one of the rooms, bathroom. Another one of the rooms. All of them got pretty big size closets, and we also got closet down here as well, storage and stuff. But it's a lot more space than the apartment that I'm actually still at now, where y'all seen me do my videos and stuff. The apartment I'm at now is a 1 bedroom economical, so I ended up moving up to a 3 bedroom economical. But I actually got it for cheaper than what the apartment I have now, and that's because I got it. I decided I was like, hey man, I'm gonna get something that's unfurnished. Hold on, let me go somewhere so y'all don't hear too much of the echo. Go out to my patio. But yeah, I decided I was like, well, I'm gonna get something that's unfurnished because I'm not about to, keep moving to these apartments with, all this old furniture and stuff and the beds and stuff. You got to get pillow tops or buy another mattress and stuff because your back be hurting and all that. And so I figured I was like, hey, I'm gonna give me something with a little bit more space that's unfurnished that's gonna be right for me and my family. And I like this one a whole lot better. It's still around all the amenities, so I can do some walking if I need to. Gym. There's some amazing privadas that are across the street from my new apartment and everything like that. And I do have security, 24/7 security, and all of those good things. Um, I don't have to pay for gas, don't have to pay for water, but I do have to pay for my lights here. I had to pay for that at the original apartment that I had. I did have to pay for lights, gas, and I didn't have to pay for water. But it's give and take. So I am glad that I actually moved into this apartment because it is a whole lot bigger, a lot more space, and I can go get the type of furniture that I want. And y'all about to see, my journey as that goes. But I ain't got a whole bunch of money, so what I am going to do is I'm gonna just get my stuff as time goes because I'm my apartment that I'm in now, my 1 bedroom. I still have that for a couple more weeks, so I'm gonna still be there while I'm, trying to get things done in the new apartment, get some stuff set up before my children come and see it, because they don't know that I've already signed and that we got somewhere else to go to. It's gonna be a surprise for them, and it also has a park for the kids. It has a gym, has a basketball court, it has a running track and different things like that. And it has activity center and grill area and stuff. So, it's just cool. We have plenty options available here. So I am, very interested in, seeing how life develops for us over this next year in this new place. But one thing I want to explain is that here everything's a process. Nothing's fast. and nothing's necessarily slow. But one thing that I will say is that you need to take your time when you're coming to look for an apartment here, and you need to at least have full deposits. And the reason why that is because most apartments you need to have a 3-in-1. And so that basically means this: like you have two deposits that you can get back if you move and nothing breaks, and then you can get one deposit will go to the agent who helps sign and do all the paperwork in the notary. Lord, I was sweating. God, I'm sweat. Jesus. Excuse me. But and then your fourth deposit. I always say you have four deposits, and the reason why is this is because let's say you do like me, and you have to sign in the middle of the month, and it can be a little weird. So let's say you sign, you give your deposits and stuff, but your due date is at the end of the month, the beginning of the month. So if you have your fourth deposit, once that 2 weeks is up, let's say you do it on the 15th, when the 2 weeks is up, you have your fourth deposit to go ahead and put down for the apartment. Now you're good to go, and you can do what you do, you know. But the next thing I will say is, as a good tip, that everybody needs to know about being foreign in the Dominican Republic, you need to have a guarantor, and that's just a Dominican with good credit, good work history that can vouch for you and co-sign on the apartment when you're a foreigner and you don't have your residency. See, like I have my residency paperwork in process, but it's going to take a couple of months. And there, unless you have it physically, it does not matter if you it doesn't matter if your lawyer gives them a note, gives them your receipt paper. They need to see a physical scheduler. And if you don't have it, you got to find a Dominican willing to vouch for you, because they need to make sure that you're not going to rent from them and then just stop paying, and you don't come back and you don't finish out the lease. So your guarantor takes on that risk of saying, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I think the neighbor's dog is going through a little something. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, the Dominican guarantor just takes on that risk of paying out your rent, basically. Let me step back here because I don't know. I guess I got the dogs a little antsy because I'm new over here, and they probably, well, nobody lives over here. That's Well, yeah, nobody lives over here. But anyways, the Dominican guarantor takes on the risk of paying out the rest of your lease contract and any legal obligations for something that gets torn up. So it can be quite hard to find someone who's going to take that risk. The best thing that I can say, they do have other things that you can do to get around that, but it's going to cost you some money. Uh, it's not going to be it's not going to be cheap. If they allow you to move in without a guarantor, they're going to charge you 6 month increments. So it'll be like, well, you can move here without a signature, but we need 6 months up front plus your 3 months deposit. So you're paying 9 months all at one time, and then every 6 months you'll be repaying 6 months a time at a time until you get done with your year of being in that apartment, and they see that you're actually staying, and you're not going to just be, coming and going and not paying. Now that can be very expensive. I know a lot of us that's thinking about actually moving to the Dominican Republic, like, well, I want to move there because of, it's going to be cheaper, money wise, and I don't have to go through so much hassle. And when it comes to rent, that is true. But the biggest hurdle you're going to get over is finding a Dominican that's willing to sign their name on your lease agreement to say, well, this American, he's trustworthy, yada yada yada, and if anything happens, I'm going to take responsibility. A lot of people's not willing to do that. Now, I will say this: everybody's situation is different. And my situation has been different from everybody's I've met here who's an American. All I can really explain is that I just got lucky. Like with my first apartment I moved into, I got lucky. I met the owner. Me and him had some conversations over a couple of months and stuff like that, and he knew that I had been over in Turkey and stuff, and uh, he kind of had a rundown on my background. So he was more willing to allow me to live there without a guarantor. I didn't have to. He didn't require me to have one. And then with this apartment, I got lucky again, and all I can say is it's about a grace, it's about a grace. You know that I'm getting into situations where I'm meeting Dominicans who are building owners and apartment owners and stuff, and that's how I kind of ran up on this apartment because I was speaking to the realtors and stuff, and I ended up having an audience with the owner, and we spoke, and you know, just was we was just chatting it up like we was friends, like I've been knowing him for a little bit, and he talked to me some more, and just last night, well, today's Monday, just last night, his representative sent me the contract to the apartment and was like, yeah, man, we can work out something. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't have a guarantor and you don't have Dominican credit yet, but you know, the owner said that, you know, y'all conversation, you know, went a certain type of way, and he's sure that, you know, whatever y'all can work out, y'all can go ahead and get it worked out first thing Monday morning. So I came here Monday morning at 10:30. The realtor agent came, the representative called her and was like, hey, the owner said he's cool, he likes him. And I just went ahead and signed, they gave me the keys, and she left, adios, and I got a brand new apartment. I paid my deposits and everything, and I was good to go. But like I said, with my situation, I'm just getting lucky. You know what I'm saying? No one else has got lucky like this that I've met who have guys that I know who have been here for 5 years have never got lucky like that. They have always had to find like a guarantor program and have to pay them a couple of $100s for them to come and sign for them. Like I didn't have to go pay anyone. You know what I'm saying? And I got Dominican friends who work at the bank, who are other property owners and stuff like that, who are business owners and stuff, and I didn't have to go get them to sign on the dotted line. You know what I'm saying? So with my situation, I just got lucky because, you know, we talked about me being in the military and stuff like that, and some of my experiences, some of his experiences and stuff. So, you know, me going to the military is really what I tell people is like, it's the best thing I've ever did with my life because if it wasn't for me going to the Marine Corps, I wouldn't be where I am today in this world. It has definitely opened up a lot of different doors when it comes to people looking at me differently than what they would look at someone else because of the discipline aspect and the fact that they look at veterans, you know, typically worldwide as individuals that have more discipline when it comes to their behavior, when it comes to finances, especially when we're talking about opportunities of getting, you know, businesses and renting some places. When people find that you're ex-military and they want to talk to you more, they have a little bit more of an understanding. Like, well, okay, you know, he has children that's been here. They're living here with him. He's been here for over a year. He goes to the university. I've seen registration for him on this, and I've seen his videos on that. He's living here. You know, it's the difference when you just show up and you're a regular civilian and they're looking at you like, you can leave tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just be gone tomorrow and there's nothing that's going to get our money back. But like I said, I got lucky, and I've got lucky twice. You know, and I think it's just a way of, you know, God putting opportunities in my way for me to keep making the best decisions and for me to keep putting myself in a position to keep winning because like I've told y'all in another video, you know, recently I had a major setback financially because I had something that came up overnight, and the money that I did have saved up, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, but it is what it is. You know, I had to pay a major bill that had to get done. But you know, with this new situation that I'm in, with getting this apartment, being able to sign on the dotted line, and it was affordable. Man, it's it's up from her. You know what I'm saying? It's up from her. I can't wait to start going to go shopping for furniture. I'm gonna take y'all along with me to do that because the main thing that I am gonna get first. Now I ain't got no money to really furnish my house all in one day, so I'm gonna just get a stove, a fridge, a water heater, one AC system, and a washer. I'm gonna just get the quick necessities that I need to be able to function, day in and day out, and then I'm gonna just go from there. Um, One thing I will say that I'm gonna do, I should have my home furnished in like 3 months, and bedroom suits and stuff like that, and everything that we want, and everything's gonna be alright, man. Ain't nothing, and I'm gonna get Wi-Fi. And that's it. I'm gonna get some air mattresses. Y'all know how it goes when you move into another apartment. You ain't got no furniture. You ain't got no money. Be on them air mattresses for about 2 months, maybe 3 months. But it's all good because we gonna get it handled. And at least we got another home where we got enough space and it's it's more relaxed and it's quiet and it's more safer here than in the apartment that I'm actually in now. The apartment I'm in now, it's not that it's not safe or anything. It's just that it doesn't have, how can I put it? It doesn't have a lot of spaces for children. It's more for like, the bachelor and bachelorette type of lifestyle because like when I moved here, that's what it was. I didn't have my children with me. So, it was just it's just an apartment building, really. But here it's more geared towards children and family, and that's why I ended up choosing it because, I want my children to be able to go out and ride bikes in a safe, secured area. In my other place, they'd be riding off, the sidewalk on the street, and cars be driving off fast and stuff. And it's not that safe to be riding bikes, but here they can ride bikes. If they get on my nerves about a dog, they can get a dog. I really don't. I'm not trying to do no dogs, but I just found out. That I had some other neighbors just moving today as well, and they got dogs and stuff. So that's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be something. Because I know my daughters are gonna be screaming and hollering about it. But I'm gonna keep them. But to get past all that, I'm gonna just get them a bike. I ain't even gonna lie to you. As soon as they start saying, "Oh, Daddy, I want a dog," I'm gonna just go out to the mall, go grab a bike, bring it back to them. Boom. There you go. Now we ain't gotta talk about no more dogs. I'm gonna just get them a bike. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in, man, and I'm glad y'all really sticking with me on this journey and seeing how everything goes. And I will say that there's a lot of affordable options here, but the biggest thing is you cannot get past the fact that you do need a guarantor. And I know a lot of YouTube influencers don't really harp on that and explain that enough. So the best thing that you're going to be able to do if you just decide that you're going to move here with your family, you're not going to hear this, but it's the truth. You're going to have to get an Airbnb, and you might have to get one for a couple of months until you start meeting the right people and networking and connecting with the Dominicans and stuff. Until you find someone that will be able to, sign as a guarantor for you. Somebody that's going to be able to know your character and that can vouch for you to the real estate agent and the building owners or the homeowner. But you can't get around that. Now, like I've said, I got lucky 2 times. I don't know anyone else that I've met here who has got lucky. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't met anyone else that has got lucky. No one. So I don't want y'all to listen to my story and say, well, Dia went out there and he got an apartment and he didn't have to use one twice. But like I said, I got lucky. And no one else is going to get lucky like that. It's just don't bet your life on it because people want to make sure they're going to get paid. And when you let an American lease out your home, it's hard to get paid if they just go home. There's no program for them to be able to sue you and get their money back. They would have to go through the embassy to figure out, okay, well, where'd he live at last and where's he at now? And it's a whole legal issue that no one wants to go through and have to experience. So you got to understand when you come here, you have to make connections. You got to meet people. This is not up for discussion. Listen, I don't care how much of a loner you are. And I want y'all to hear me on this. I know I'm sweating like crazy because I ain't got no AC in here. But I want y'all to hear me on this. You can't get around it. I don't care how much of a loner you are. I don't care how much of I just be in my own lane. I be on my own, doing my own thing. You cannot survive like that in the Dominican Republic. It just doesn't work. I'm going to be honest with you. You got to make connections. You got to make friends. You got to go meet people every day. You cannot make it here without making connections. You have to. It is a requirement. And you can't, and I'm not just talking about making connections with any and everybody. You have to make connections with people that's doing good stuff, people who got something good going on in their life here. That's the only way you're gonna make it. And don't think because you got don't think because you do a consultation with one of these YouTube dudes or something about moving to the DR and stuff that they gonna be able to vouch for you. Most of them, 99% of them dudes are not even residents. They're not citizens. It don't even matter if they married to a Dominican or not. They don't even have citizenship or residency here. I've did more in my 1 year, 13 months of living here than 99% of them has when it comes to becoming a resident and learning the language and culture. And I still got to go through the formalities. And I have legal documentation that I've been going through all the legal formalities since day one. So do not think that they gonna sign their name on a dotted line. Don't think they're gonna have their wives or girlfriends come vouch for you because they're not gonna do that. They don't know you outside of you sending them some money and y'all having a goofy conversation for about an hour. So do not bet your life on somebody that you did a consultation with being able to vouch for you. It's not gonna work and they not even gonna do it. When you come here, you need to realize you on your own and you on your own 2 feet. You better make some connections. You better make some friends with these Dominicans because the Dominicans are the only one that's gonna come to help you. Ain't no American coming to help you, bro. I know we do that whole camaraderie thing with going across seas and trying to hang out and find other Americans. Don't do that. They not coming. Look, the last thing you want to do is be hanging out with a group of people who literally can't do for themselves and who got to go to Dominicans to do for them. You might as well go make your own connections with Dominicans. I'm just going to keep it all the way real with you. Make your own connections, make your own friends, and limit, and I mean literally limit your networking with the Americans because without the Dominicans, the Americans can't do shit here either. I'm going to just keep it real. You better go to the source. Don't go to the middleman. Go to the source because the middleman is going to play that money game every time. That's what the Americans do here. I've experienced it too many times with dealing with Americans, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get information and networking and all of that. And it always comes back to some goofy money deal when a Dominican just gives it to me straight how it is and tells me what it is that I need to know. So, like I said, thank y'all for checking in back on this journey. And I appreciate y'all keep watching. And I'll see y'all on the next episode.